Yeah. Should probably get straight to drawing, but yeah. Hope you guys are having a good night. Weather is finally starting to warm up, so that means it's like perfect ski weather. A good combination of like new powder snow alongside like warming conditions and, no longer being in negative 40s is like the perfect time to go out and about, get some of that vitamin D, carve out those slopes. Well, seriously, get some big air. Um, I don't know what else is like skiing, like snowboard slang. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that like snowboarding and surfing don't share too much of a lexicon, like a vocabulary. I guess it's like catch my drift versus catch my wave. So it's slightly different in that case, but you're still using like, a piece of wood to go down something. Hmm. Now that I think about it, surfing is kind of a weird thing, right? Like something had to cause people to take a piece of wood and say, hey, this floats. Oh, hey, I can ride this out in the open waves. And eventually that became like what it is today, like going from casual hobby to an actual sport, which it deserves, no doubt about it. But it's like, huh. I guess you could say that for most sports, technically. Like, for, football, just like American soccer, start off as a bunch of dudes kicking a ball, then setting up goalposts, probably, then setting up rules for how to score, before evolving into what it is now. Gridiron, I'm pretty sure, has a more easily documented history. I'll have to find that later. I wonder what other sports are kind of out there. Volleyball makes sense. Like, you get a ball and you hit it. Basketball has a very easily traced like path. Like American teacher comes up to Canada, they need a sport for the winter season because it was too cold to get outside, and I was involved into like one of the biggest sports out there with one of the youngest audiences too, I might add. Hmm. Table tennis makes sense. You get two paddles and you hit it. What would be a really out there sport? Maybe like gymnastics. It's like, hey, did you know the spine can do this? Like bend over this far back. And then a bunch of people were like, cool, but what if we did like flips? And then it evolved from there. Hmm. I should really search that up later. Just have like top 10 sports origins or something like that. Basketball's always gonna have like a certain special place in my heart though. Same for hockey. It's crazy how hockey isn't Canada's national sport. It's actually lacrosse. Although lacrosse has longer. Well, does it have longer history? It does have some pretty deep roots with the founding of Canada. But that's another story. Anyways, let's get to this. I'm gonna explain what I did compared to last time. As you can see over here, I decided to get rid of the marks on this side. I'm still gonna shade it in, but I'll do it using the marker tool that I have over here. It says like marker dry on it, and that's the same color that I used for the hair. Um, I hope I have her hair color right. It's kind of, it is blonde. Um, it's like golden blonde, and then like a darker shade of like yellow or kind of like orange. in the darker parts. So I think I have this down. I'll use my G pen for the lines over here to make it like darker and more defined, but I'm not gonna overdo it. The eyebrows will probably need to get fixed, but I'll do that eventually. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on hair color. Adding in shades of black where needed. And then adding in my highlights afterwards. I honestly should have been using this dry erase tool for like earlier. Or this dry marker tool, I mean. It's just so handy, like getting those lines in when I'm not like hitting that part. Yeah, there we go. Like, look at that, it's so even. Wow. So the style I'm going for is sort of similar to Jujutsu Kaisen's Ending 1. I don't know the proper name for it though. It's like very fashionable though. Gotta be careful not to overdo it. Size will matter over on that part. Where am I? There we go. Do it like that. And like that. And then, yeah, this one's gonna be darker than the rest because it's getting overshadowed. I'll have to, in turn, make this part over here later. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so let's switch this up. I need a brighter yellow. Is that around it? Kind of just guessing at this point. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll add in a new layer. So that way my color will be consistent. Then start adding that on. So if the light is coming in from this direction over here, darkest parts will be along the inside, I think. Yeah, like along the underside here. It'll hit the ridge here and then darken. Then it'll hit the other ridge here and then darken. Don't want to overdo this too much or else it'll get rid of the texture. And it's okay to go outside the box a bit like that. There we go. part here should be a little bit darker. Okay. Then from here I just gotta add some highlights. Not too much. Oops. Oh my gosh, the texture on this is quite something. There we go. Okay. So then the next part is gotta color in those accessories. Wait, let me just adjust this a little bit more. I forgot to account for the eyebrows. There we go. Okay, that's highlights. Shade? Yeah. It's not as simple as applying black, though. I think I was trying to apply the blush last time, but I couldn't seem to get it to work. It's supposed to be pinkish, but it's also kind of brown. Yeah, there we go. Not too sure how to do this part. It's gotta be pretty faint though. The blush goes for quite a while too. It's like right under her eye, basically. That's pretty good. Nice. And then a bit of blush around the lips. Not too much. A little bit around the nose. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so then... The shading. There we go. Oh, that works well, actually. Then for the hands, let me make this a little bit more even. Okay. Then increase the size. Not looking for perfection. There we go. I think we're nearly about done. Okay. I think I can fix up the hair a little bit more, but I think this is as good as it's gonna get. If I have to draw one of these again, it's too soon. But I have a feeling. Just too much. Let me just redraw this real quick. Okay, there we go. No, too strong. There we go. There we go. I think this is the best I can do. Maybe add a bit more shade, but like, I don't want to overdo it. Oh, hold on. Oops. No, that's not how I want to do it. There we go. That was too much. There we go. Alright. I think that's the best I can do. Yeah, I think this captures her expression pretty well. The only thing I would adjust is probably skin tone, but it's like, I think that's being excessive at that point. What matters is that most of her main features got captured, so yeah. I swear though, if I have to make another one of these, it's gonna be way too soon. It's... how do you put it? When you're a fan of stuff like this, how do you put it? Like, it's not hard to get attached when you've been... how do you put it? Like, comfort checking out the models safe with personality, and then the shenanigans that come afterwards. But that kind of goes for any fandom, I guess. Not just one person, but like, I put it, like humans are social creatures. We gravitate towards things that, towards people who are funny, caring, interesting, that sort of thing. And it's through those connections that you come to understand yourself, figure out what you like versus what other people like, figure out what, or you see what other people are doing, and then you come up with your own decision afterwards. Where am I going with this? It's like, I guess we grow through other people, and that you should never forget exactly like how you progress through life. So I'll do my best to try not to forget like everything that Mel contributed, like not just Hololive but to the general like VTuber community. Didn't have an easy run, but she put a lot of smiles to people's faces whenever she performed, or whenever she was doing her a lot of live 3D stuff now that I think about it, or singing. As I said before, one of my favorite covers was like her cover of Vampire. So hopefully someone's, or how I put, hopefully the internet remembers. Not how it ended, but like her journey over the past few years. So with that, I think I'll end it there. I'll post this up later. It's gonna be kind of interesting to see where the internet goes at this point. So many people gone. Matt Pat's gonna retire soon. Well, he's off to be a family man, so he's doing at least what he loves. Who else is gone? Tom Scott, science YouTuber. He blasted off again. Literally just attached himself to a helicopter and like flew away into the sunset like he wanted. ID? Oh my gosh. Like Niji ID doing a whole bunch of graduations in a row. Like literally they're dropping like one a month basically. Oh, I hope Hannah's gonna be okay. I mean, who knows what the future holds, but I know there's plenty of people eager to come in and try to... but you can't necessarily replace what's been lost. You gotta commemorate and remember. But you also gotta give people new people a chance to have a chance to, be introduced to them, interact with them, give them a chance, see how far those dreams go. Remember, never forget the joy of like watching this sort of stuff. That kind of reminds me though, like yesterday There was a big Final Fantasy 14 collab between Finana, Claude, also there, Millie was there, and Vanta. And I just remember seeing Claude. Someone, or he was observing, like, people using a really rare, like, gorilla mount. And to his shock, someone actually traded him one. And he was just, like, over the moon about it. He was, like, freaking out about Goku and stuff. It was crazy. But then someone else gave him this robot gorilla, which is even rarer, and he was just like ecstatic. So I guess don't forget the joy. Sure, it's raining right now, but eventually the rains will clear, and we'll be graced with another beautiful day. That was another Final Fantasy quote, by the way. Elidibus, and I guess the other Amarantines. But that's also a spoiler, so, you know. Man, 14 is just... I wish I could stream it, but it's like... I'd probably have to start a fresh account for that, like an alt. Because I don't want my main to get, like, nuked. Yeah. Alright, I think that's a good place to wrap it off. So, I'm gonna have a break tomorrow, then Lies of P on Friday and Saturday, and then... Oh no, wait. No, it's FL Studio on Friday, and then Lies of P on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm hoping to see how far I can go with that. Should be a good time. I really need to brush up on my FL skills. I'm worried because, like, if you don't practice enough, of course it's going to decay. And, I mean, I still know how to form chords and all of that. But it's a matter of putting that into practice and also making it seem nice. I really want to experiment a little bit more with that, like, Heavenly Road. Like, the Japanese, like, I guess set of, like, 4 chords that they use in a lot of their songs. And also, it feels like when you're making chords, it's sort of like the language of flowers. Like, each chord has a certain meaning. Like, each chord is a word. And then putting those chords in a certain order makes out, like, a sentence or a mantra. Which is absolutely fascinating to me. Kind of makes me wonder, too, about, like, you know, the messages behind those mantras, you know? But I'll leave that up to the music theorists. Alright, I'll wrap it up there. Have a good night. See ya.